We'll start with the medicine for the senses, rhythmic and vibrational harmony.
Now I walk these legendary paths, armed with poetic bars, beyond deserted minds where even knowledge is sparse, and chant mantras. Even in sleep I stay hypnotized. I embody dream inside the infinite mind. So should absolute truth find the realm of possibility. Might find with perfect clones coming out a glass factory. Since stones break bones and all that, words that build stay out of reach like hope to expats. I'm of minotaurs and mazes, spot glitches in the matrix, impermanent to ensure the eternal fire blazes as emotions go back and forth like tides on the shore. I swivel like roundabouts with legs under thoughts, writing letters to the wind in calligraphed characters that splatter patterns parallel to how the earth spins, stationed between becoming and being, while all seeing eyes watch our stars rise at a meteoric speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, now ladies and gentlemen, this is the dimension of operation.
We are very glad that you have come.
Kindred spirits, homies, family. Welcome to the virtual Mysterio.
As the eclipses of preparation will begin.
My name is YUGEN BLAKROK. Got with me Kanif the Jot Master, Ralph on the horns. To set it off, we're gonna go into the obsidian night. Let's roll together.
Times long past, this planet was the home of a mighty and noble race of beings. They were 1,000,000 years ahead of humankind.
Time will tell. You can only wait. Wonder how. Wonder when.
Amethyst lioness roaring in the temple, entwined with a light like fireflies, illuminate the mental and see time in three aspects. We that exist outside it, call it the Holy Trinity, like past men. Body vessel is the lamp to my gin. I tempt fate and stay faded till the day my snakes escape from the cage. 8 enemies at the gate slain, blood on my Syrian hands. Speak to errors through the pineal gland. My rap style rhyme circles round the guard. 7 serpents on the dome. Thought becomes word, word becomes bond. Inspired design the chest, oath right palm of a breast. Left hand path, air suspended the last testament. Make every act a form with layers of ancient symbols. At night I float above a rock outlined by silver nimbus. Feet stuck on the zodiac, fire reading maniac. Head in the clouds, key to the underworld in each hand. I'll break the night with a bad scream and rise gothic with sonic vibrations from the queen of the banshees. Hypnotized cochlear, analyze gnostic, matter transforming. I'm stretching out, I'll break the night with a bad scream and rise gothic with sonic vibrations from the queen of the banshees. Hypnotized cochlear, analyze gnostic, matter transforming. I'm stretching out, spine straight, mind still tipping like a set of scales, the matriarch glistening. Long before the Bronze Age lineage of lioness, the secret sisterhood of elements, building blocks like Amazonian tenements. I'm star-crossed lover to myself, mirrored image responds back in the form of seismic events. Mind cheddarless, ancient like ruined citadels. Trigger moonquakes when I vent from lunar stress. Where's my book of spells? I cast hex and ascend to spirit layers. Otherworld dweller, grammar crack skulls. Zombie slayer with the tendency to shuffle. 2 left feet plus a deck of cards. Mama's little gambler in a rumble with the ultimate machine. transformed to different beings like in a dream. Subconsciously the hero and the fiend. Allegory, I'm a myth, a contradiction in the scene. Spiral pattern on the dome, code hidden in blue jeans. I'll break the night with a bad scream and bright gothic with sonic vibrations from the queen of the banshees. Hypnotized cochlea, analyze gnostic, matter transforming, I'm stretching out. I'll break the night with a bad scream and bright gothic with sonic vibrations from the queen of the banshees. Hypnotized cochlea, analyze gnostic, matter transforming, I'm stretching out.
Must have been my imagination. It makes me realize how desperately alone I was. Hanging in space.
All my peoples in the house to be. Welcome on this ride, coming to you live from planet Mars. Spreading positivity in this time of change.
Good vibes. Good vibes. We're gonna continue this vibe for a while. Get into a little get down, am I right? Kanif over there, hit us with a little something, man. I know everybody misses going out. Everybody misses being together in a space, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to vibe with us from home, you know what I mean? You're nice and safe. What time is it? Where we at?
The spider web reaper, I spin luminous orbs appearing at nighttime with consorts of shadowy figures, hooded zipping elixirs, hot crimson hibiscus, as Dogon dots link under the hand that built the Sphinx up. Born inside a monster's lair, story of creation like the exiting of cave pair, side impaired, indigo genetic test, tempered for hermetic quest with shining eyes, expelling dragon breath from the depths of hell as levitating body saw, forage green like herbivores, glowing out the crown to photosynthesizing metaphor, trigger rainstorms with dry ice and silver iodide, fusion of mystical sciences, seeing clouds while flying, the sword styles binary, sharpened through the ages, my grimoires disintegrated alchemists and mages, I'm the living crystal, verbals coded in nervous systems, inner cycles linked with lunar satellite emissions, I split seas, the soundscape's vicious, suspended in a floating mist, twitching with the glitches, from temporal fracture migraines, right brain on left blade set, craniums radiate radio waves through cosmic membranes, voices ripping the fabric, sad space time classic, electric snake rattle thoughts with full metal jackets, split aside for 360 degrees in light packets, permeating vacuum states with spoken word magic. So I'm telling you, Joburg's in the house right now. I'm telling you, the whole of SA's in the house right now. Swaziland, where you at? Shout out to all our peoples across Europe, the US, the South Americas, Australia, wherever we haven't been at.
It's a real good feeling, knowing we're all in this together, whatever's going down, whatever's happening, you know, through the good and the bad, we're a cosmic family, you know, all siblings, brothers and sisters, with Mother Nature guiding over us like this, man, you know. So what we're gonna do now is carry on the boogie a little bit. Start checking on him. 1, 2.
The eternal wonders of space and time.
This is Morbid Abacus.
Faraway dreams and mysteries of other worlds, other life.
Cause every escapist knows, you know. You don't have to travel far if you got that blacker than the buckets. Blindfolded when I swing blades, cursed version of Cronus. My theses find God in geometry like Archimedes. Trace my vanishing point, fill the hollow with light from lasers. Make the mind state change like cloud formations. As star patterns, split beams expose flaws in our time. Hidden complexes dematerialize. I'm silent bomb type, exit like Houdini. You couldn't see me with a microchip, with a tracker in each knee. So climb to find the highest peak, fight the shadows of defeat. I'm Neo moving anti-clockwise till the cipher is complete. False prophets are the first to seek the shelter of cocoons. Like a newborn, retreating back into its mother's womb. Out of this world I search space like quantum physicists. Scale the mountain like Moses, only to find out where the lizard lives. I crush imbeciles and elevate seers. My order silent mystics levitate above fear. Colony of monks, who's the abbot here? Unplug the mind control device like system saboteurs. I took self on an odyssey, low-key like golden seed. Language mathematical, the digits set the older scene. From the point of origin beyond the species after us. Checking 1, 2 over the microphone abacus. I took self on an odyssey, low-key like golden seed. Language mathematical, the digits set the older scene. From the point of origin beyond the species after us. Checking 1, 2, 1, 2. To recognize the order inside organized chaos, I roll solo, radiate out like the archetype of the logos. Trace the movement of the gods, heavenly steps. Lifespan preset, icon artist, the pretext. Moving targets, outgrow armies. Convergent crowds of men, we're far from innocent. Mentally trained with busted tenements, immune to pressures from religious sects. Stay fighting till I own dominant thoughts. Find a way to manifest and insulate the mind against lobotomized societies dribbling. The most traitorous turn on their siblings. Many milling for millions, all the systems belittling. I honor family bonds like I'm Sicilian. Ape shit like Simeon. I grind elbows deep in the dirt with root fingers. Spinning optics cloud the mind like mood swingers. I cast spells like spiderwebs. Used to rest my head in temple steps. Icicle rhymes upon my breath. Now I'm perfecting the method in the madness. Mountains are the ant hills, my lungs pack cess. Vocals caught up in semantics. Imperial, ears upon the great work of the master, whose concepts and complex patterns like Venus fractures. I'm on an odyssey, low-key like golden seed. Language mathematical, the digits set the older scene. From the point of origin beyond the species after us. Checking 1, 2 over the microphone abacus. I took self on an odyssey, low-key like golden seed. Language mathematical, the digits set the older scene. From the point of origin beyond the species after us. Checking 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, where yo we checking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, where yo we checking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, we be checking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's our time, y'all. It's our time to push peace and love regardless, yo. It's what we're made of.
You lack the minerals and vitamins. Vitamins. Harder I rock.
Drawing bloody ink from the jugular. Take calligraphic action, higher magic. Dream journalist, the writing's automatic. Hidden mechanics, greet metallic smiles with nerves of iron. I stay wired, broad speak, spit static. The black widow sleeps, sharp knives under the pillow when the wind blows. Leaves mourn songs on weeping widows. Inaudible noise, frequencies concealed in the joints. Travel needle thin and acupuncture pressure points. I'm all grunge tapes, moody blues and gloomy Sundays. Bullet flows and verbal gunplay, word to my pun phase. Thoughts and heavy, lyrically show you what a tongue weighs. Purple circular spots behind my eyes, like I sun gaze. Attached to mothership like Norman Bates. Twisted necks like circus tricks for you, but the victims never wake. Come on daily routines like a collective retracing of steps. Mentally dance, spiritually trying to connect in musical notes. Hide the most cryptic of codes. Truth is a bitter pain and I'm medicated. Generous doses negotiating with the appetite. The human herd bustle over turnstiles. Concrete jungle hustle hostile, but there's nothing out here. Dank eddies and beer. Heads are vacuum sealed in trapped cages, suspended in fear. I'm anti-mind control and chemical warfare. You devils can't touch. I'm like a gin repelling software whose words multiply like microbes underneath the skin. Prone to capture gamma rays, get that energy and kill on the whim. Expanding like the universe, I'm Artemis, beginning self in thought without an opposite. The irony is obvious, but a broader definition still to be found. Bias takes perceptions like a shroud of clouds. Step into my circus, I transform without a sound. Silhouette against the sun and make a crowd of running clowns. The kid's wild, rhyme style definitive, belligerent, militant, known as hard-headed, and the urge never diminishes. Recite the last script from my chest chamber, gaseous when I blast it. Packs the power of a black fist. Far from pacifist, imbalanced when I flex the wrist. Paper bound like blood to ground, how the page absorbs the ink. Leaving footprints on mindscapes that incubate my imprint. Every chosen path is mapped out different.
Shout out to Joe Lasazgi, Master. Next song we're gonna do is Carbon Form.
Cosmic breath, the air element. Find strength in the mental. The thought behind the rhyme's consequential. Flows decked in space boots, leaping over lunar tombs. Write lyrics in runes and play the muse. Inspire fate to paint predestinations, landscapes. For the awakened imaginations are stargates. Whistle, I'm listening. Pilgrim off the house of the wind. I'm the emissary, hearing voices in the breeze, observing every commentary. I sleep in howling deserts with thorn trees in bloom. Until the spell breaks, I'll be wolf to the full moon. Wild is the monsoon, glassy eyes like crushed minerals. The patterns troublesome, planets crying, rivers of literals. Wooden tears flaking into fragments and splittering. Buried in the earth where dark secrets lie whispering. That the end does not yet come to the place where dreams rest at. I look at self facing the mirror, nothing's reflected. Black stone carbon, I'm stardust, bizarre trust. Quiet part-time mime, evade the mind like archons. My jargon's a headache to decipher. Never idle, the heavy burdens, only light work to bright disciples. And I'm skybound, messenger like Malachi, cardinal offspring of Capricorn and Gemini. Born from a sandstorm, whirlwinds in my burning eyes. Slay the beast with 7 tongues, electrifying. So I vibrate in coded synergy. Linguistics, my Achilles heel. Wading stellar waters, deep and mystic, whistling in the reeds. That cosmic breath, that air element that finds strength in the mental. Make all doubts of the mind inconsequential. Blackstone carbon, I'm stardust, bizarre trust, quiet part-time mime, invade the mind like archons. Blackstone carbon, I'm stardust, bizarre trust, quiet part-time mime, invade the mind like archons.
Wish you were here with me.
earth connect. What kind of stone will purify the darkest of intents? Heaven's gates are 6 feet between the mourners and the grave. Crevices in mental states, straining to exhale as the dark-headed ache to taste the laws of fate. There are none left on this earth to rectify the world's mistakes. Send praise to silent mystics that stop the ground for rain until the skies tear ducts, roar like tidal waves, crying ravines on the landscape, tipping the Libra scales when thought concludes millennia of meditation. In basements with dungeon dwellers cultivate patience, initiated, illuminated, and sanctify spaces with myrrh and frankincense, iridescent incantations. My spirit moves on daylights, connects the chosen nations of the grey wolf and the lion, so all may see the sign, though it's hidden in plain sight. Like the protocols of Zion, there's division in the borders. Luna's facing Poseidon, a tug of war in celestial worlds between the deities, torn in two like duality, focused on my third iris. Visions of Neptune reflecting beneath my eyelids. So open your eyes and the light will show you something. Worlds within words, universes spinning unseen, rising from the bottomless pit of the abyss to shatter glass ceilings, seeking that elusive eternal bliss. If you open your eyes and the light will show you something. Worlds within words, universes spinning unseen, rising from the bottomless pit of the abyss to shatter glass ceilings, seeking that elusive eternal bliss. I'm still awake, searching for the mystery, mysterium, climbing cosmic ladders to a parallel elysium where delirium is king. Head nodding to the logic, stoic expression to smiles, facial muscles contorting. I'll be where the need to need is irrelevant, never boxed in. High level talk that thought pattern robotic. What I am is what I am, another everlasting topic. I'm bloodshot, seeing through life in fragments like Sybil's optics. The Sandman sold nightmares through the ages, sleep stages, curved gate spaces got me misled by amazement. I misread the rules and made my own like a pagan. These random thoughts are the germinating seeds to my plantation in the zone like minotaurs and mazes, a fusion of atoms. Born to find the hidden path cause the first mason was Adam, glowing in the light when the seduction of knowledge had him. Seeing without being seen, chasing phantasms through libraries of portals arranged in bizarre fashions, moving faster than the speed of light, time lapsing and grabbing the stone tablets. Thief in the night, passing the rapture, describe the high like scribes of divine classics. So open your eyes and the light will show you something. Worlds within words, universes spinning unseen, rising from the bottomless pit of the abyss to shatter glass ceilings, seeking that elusive eternal bliss. If you open your eyes and the light will show you something. Worlds within worlds, universes spinning unseen, rising from the bottomless pit of the abyss to shatter glass ceilings, seeking that elusive eternal bliss. If you
wish you were here with me, let me show you something. Kept doing the things you do. You wish you were here with me. Kept doing the things you do.
Johannesburg. Shout out Knief the Jap Master on these beats, man. Shout out to Ralph. Flew all the way up from Eswatini to come through. Spend this crazy year with us up here. Let's give us a jam, man. A little something to wind down. Big in-breath.
Exhale. Let all that energy into your heart. This one is Oka. If you got the album, you'll probably be surprised. It's the Green Light remix. Descendant of the walkers of the sun's melting surface, cult wordsmith, the grain of sand glowing from future furnaces, swimming in waves of radiant energy, a case of the evergreen succumbing to the flow of chi. I am just a black and brown polymer of chemicals expanding in waves like drums echoing from Seneca, watching solar empires burn like hellfires. Brimstone smokes, sulfuric souls ascending higher. I whisper to that dangerous silence inside the witching hour, a sliver of a silver light anointed in night showers. Astral projecting and hovering over Roswell. I break bricks of a break beats, a classic gem like Orwell's on my naturally. Surrounded by 3 angels as time curves in front of me. To trace the line of my birth, I'm both gifted and cursed by a 13-fold gravitational wave where Luna finally orbits my earth. Emerald City on my forehead, beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, it beams green light. It beams green light. It beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, beams green light. It beams green light. Counting in tune with higher realms, the likeness of a man, each breath connected to next. Eloquent Godhead, I outride the wild style, outrhyme, outflow the Nile tides. My squad, bright minds like Einstein, dark siders whisper names with eyes wide. Fear, awe, and loathing divided by thin tight lines. I read between them perfect, overlapping circles, flower patterns shaped like hexagons on turtles. I rotate slow, unfolding like growing roses, directing the path my fire chariot goes in. Peace to all the 4 winds, 7 heavens in flames and lightning. Circle the solar centerpiece, solo when I'm rhyming. Anchored from the spine, the sleeping snake soon comes awake from the base. Radiates energy that permeates the space. Breed obscurity and journeys embarked. My brightest thoughts hide inside the light like Tom Edison's fear of the dark. Emerald City on my forehead, beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, it beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, it beams green light. It beams green light. It beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, it beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, it beams green light. The Emerald City on my forehead, it beams green light. It beams green light. It beams green light. That's that green light for your heart chakra, man. You need that activated more than any time ever before. More than ever. You right? More than ever. Plastic City. Picture box. Silver screens. Static. Conspiring in secrecy. My ghouls drag chains and exchange theories on others' books and black books. Sad souls known to grab loose and hang loose. They hypnotized by the tube. Horrific daily news. Ears ringing from eerie noises. Empty vessels make the loudest. TV hosts invading living rooms are haunted houses. Spewing words without content. Spoken out of context. I breathe deep, inhale the sweet perfume of the dead. The ghosts that haunt my spirit. Hide in mists and early showers. To purify the self, I throw my fears in burning fires. Desperate times for desperate measures. When situations dire, tower over furnaces unburnt and demons cower. But the world spins as it seems to. Watch the heavens, wonder if the gods and us could be equals. Stars circle the planet like followers to the Kaaba. Universal in breath directs the flow of prana. Unfolding cosmic sagas in the gallows, where my shadow reigns supreme. Diana with the bow, the protectress of all thieves. Still beating hearts from chests and leaves static on the screen. I live in frequencies with strange schools of sorcery. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off.
Let the rhythm bring peace to your bubbling heart. Find that inner space, ignite the most cosmic of sparks. A firefly that shines like the sun and lights up the dark. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Let the rhythm bring peace to your bubbling heart. Find that inner space, ignite the most cosmic of sparks. A firefly that shines like the sun and lights up the dark. Hark, the herald angel sings melodies and harp strings. Rather stay blind to mass appeal than kill the art for it. So rhyme books stay poisoned with the arsenic. Scribble lines of plots and twists, confounding urologists. Deep in my delirium, I'll write breathing little puns, hissing sounds when they release, purged out from brittle lungs. Smoking guns, my lyrics are dense. The jargon tends to give the same sensation that sinking does. Gales artificial, navigating watery worlds. Clouds of emotional words hang over my head like a curse. I dig through sentiment like rubble. They say woman is a fish that shows herself most when the waters are troubled. In this no man's land, culture hazardous. Protect neck and self with magic amulets. Silent ancestors holding heavy hearts like annulus. Consumed by anger, self-confusing who the actor is. Only one stage down in the gallows, where my shadow reigns supreme. Beautifully hideous, I'm a savage and a beast of the stormiest of temperaments, of waves of manic screams. Black rock like the cornerstone in the east. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Let the rhythm bring peace to your bubbling heart. Find that inner space, ignite the most cosmic of sparks. A firefly that shines like the sun and lights up the dark. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Let the rhythm bring peace to your bubbling heart. Find that inner space, ignite the most cosmic of sparks. A firefly that shines like the sun and lights up the dark. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Turn it off, turn it on, turn it off.
We're here now. We're at this spot where everything is so difficult. So difficult to make sense of.
What is unspoken? I was told
It's like the whole world is a gray area.
And neither did I. That I was a savage.
There are no safe zones at all. But this song right here, Land of Grey, this is an ode to our fighting spirit. We are not victims. I read secrets in the hand from birth to cemetery. Blessed like Silent Mary, the mind's my secret monastery. Dressed in sky clothes, I leave corpses for vultures to eviscerate. Run untamed like wild horses. Home is on a distant star, blistering with dry heat, so I blaze like crematoria. When I see death from afar, sing the war cries, my idol song. Make peace with the air and dust and blast from an iron lung. Bluebird in the center of my universe, sing for me. Bittersweet symphonies, the void and all your similes. Phoenix out the ashes, see the poor girls never broken. Alone but never lonesome. Asleep with third eye open and dreams of battlefields where crows feast on caviar and carry on fully armed. Black rock, red-blooded barbarian. Dead leaves falling round my feet like dervishes. I'm Atlas with the globe, chip on my shoulder where the burden is. Cloudy visions, can't see where light begins and I desist. The wind shifts, the sand be wilt away like dying irises. Breathe the breath of life, a mother to rebels and outcasts. Footprints of light illuminate the darkest path. So I wear this cloak of raven feathers, holding a scepter as letters from the ether fall like rain on arid deserts. Welcome to the land of grey, where troubles never cease and man's awakening is accompanied by grief. So I wear this cloak of raven feathers, holding a scepter as letters from the ether fall like rain on arid deserts. Welcome to the land of grey, where troubles never cease and man's awakening is accompanied by grief. I see the self
bent to the spine, 1,000 jailed heroin. The dream of classic novelists and Elohim, dissecting structure physically to trace my struggle patterns. Why in the deepest darkness my soul beams like a lantern, engineered in female form, a silent carrier of the torch. I'm a sandstorm in desert dunes, a shadow with a torch, as tombstones whisper my name across graveyards, familiar like spiky words that pierce through heavy hearts. I breathe smoke particles, my attitude shifting with the moon. Open book, gods read me like an article celestial. My rhyme style blast like a cannon, as rare as a moment of clarity. I'm a mammoth, ambling through space-time and elephant boneyards. Emotional equivalent of Mozart. Classic, how verbal blades can dismember a fascist. 7 active chakras, so the prana travels fastest to a future imagined. Transform bad energies, electric symphony. I play conductor in magnetic fields. Note the coded notes and super strings and entities. Strategies in quiet storms, speaking lightning streaks. So I wear this cloak of raven feathers, holding a scepter, as letters from the ether fall like rain on arid deserts. Welcome to the land of grain, where troubles never cease and man's awakening is accompanied by grief. So I wear this cloak of raven feathers, holding a scepter, as letters from the ether fall like rain on arid deserts. Welcome to the land of grain, where troubles never cease and man's awakening is accompanied by grief.
Thank you to all our peoples for joining us for the special broadcast. Shout out to Recording Studio Marseille, letting us land our spaceship down here. Yeah, but it's the squad all day. Shout out to IoT, the family. We're gonna do our last song. Gorgon Madonna.
Ce soir,
It's a righteous wrath.
une très grande. Venez si vous voulez. Si retour.
That's radio waves reflected by something out of space.
Welcome to
It is written, be the space at the center, be nothing.
I've been staring at these pages, my state purple. Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle, what's the purpose? Snagging these rhymes like a merchant, handwritten in cursive. Lately I've been staring at these pages, my state purple. Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle, what's the purpose? 360. Spiral the neck like a vulture goddess. Milky Way patterns and the energies I harness in my mindset. I'm high as the sky gets, multiple sunsets, capturing thoughts with a butterfly net. Cause true reality runs deeper than the concept. To the spectrum of your consciousness, your pigment's only context. This race can only be studied if the mind is steady. Even Frankenstein began as a dream in the mind of Mary Shelley. So throw caution to the wind, focusing the mental element. Make walls crumble down like dilapidated settlements. Although threatened with hell, I'll blast for the self first. Splatter the optics and damage the nerves. Thirst for blood over everything. I swing sabers like Anakin. Ambidextrous androgen are both the empress and the king. Walk unseen in these verbal coliseums. Kevin Bacon with quicksilver in his skeleton. Mutation and vespertine, testosterone and estrogen. I'm all things encoding while subliminally messaging. At times it seems that I'm chained to all the trouble that I struggle with. My shadows huddle in the mist, cause the blueprint of life has hit meanings. And deep within them applied contradictions. Angels interbreed with demons. So misery loves company, it overwhelms and feeds me. Fills me as I embrace the dark and light completely. Guided by the ring of the seven sisters with the pitch darkest. Artemis gravitates my aim to where the fixed mark is. Hit the target, commander of the dartboard. When wounded, I'm the essence of our Lilith in her darkest form. Day and night worshipper, stubborn as a mule. Built my temple from my dreams and posted sentries at the vestibules. Our army of degenerate practitioners will street sweep petition free and walls will carry signatures, melancholic insignia. The dog's name Cerberus, past, present, and future stay similar. Observing distant memories, fate fading over ages. So the pain of remembrance leave the structure ever changing. So I shapeshift and inspire the nihilists. Decipher mind script, hypotheses tested on self. A mad scientist, spit fire and water. I'm lion and hydra, aloof in the distance, like the constellation of Lyra, a mystery of time. Laid an egg and hatched a man, a light god with a staff of thunderbolts in his hand, illuminating the vision beyond peripheral. A black gorgon Medusa, feeding off your viscerals. And throwback in the age of clothes and phone taps, metallic drones and all that. Command an army of skeleton bone stacks and measure motion subatomically. Thought forms are crystallized, no color of ebony, shimmering, staring at these pages. Mind stay purple, Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle. What's the purpose? Slanging these rhymes like a merchant, handwritten in cursive. Lately I've been staring at these pages. Mind stay purple, Mercury's in retrograde, circles in a circle. What's the purpose? In basements, cultivate patience. YUGEN BLAKROK. With that hex, with some witches brewing. In basements, with some witches brewing. That hex. That's how cultivate patience. That hex. Thank you. One love, one love, one love, one love. My name is YUGEN BLAKROK. Kanit the Jad Master. Ralph on the horns. Let's see each other again soon.